The another good problem from trigonometry is in front of us, which says prove that 2 to the power sine x plus 2 to the power cos x is greater than or equal to 2 to the power 1 minus 1 by root 2. This 1 minus 1 by root 2 is the power of this 2. This we have to prove for all real x. For this particular problem, we have to use an important concept from the algebra, that is arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean. You may not be familiar with this particular concept, so in order to explain you, I have taken a small exercise over here. What we have done is we have taken two numbers a and b, and we have taken the mean of a and b, which is over here, and then we have taken the geometric mean, that is root over ab. And if we simplify this whole thing, this becomes a plus b minus 2 root ab divided by 2. This a and this b are written as root over a whole square plus root over b whole square minus 2. This root over ab is written as 2 root a into root b. Finally, this whole thing are you finding is in the form of a perfect square of root a minus root b, which is what is written over here. And as you are finding, this whole quantity is a positive number because it is a square quantity, and a square of any number, whether it comes as positive or negative, it will always be positive. So it means this whole thing is equal to a positive number. Alright, that means this quantity must be this quantity must be smaller than this one, which is what I have written over here. Over here means a plus b by 2 minus root over ab is greater than or equal to 0. Acha, this equality sign is taken because if a and b are equal, then this thing will be equal to this, and so this whole thing will become equal to 0. That is why I have written equal to 0 in case if a is equal to b. So we are getting this particular result, and this root over ab is taken to the right hand side, so that we are left with a plus b by 2 greater than or equal to root over ab. And now this one is known as the arithmetic mean, and this one is known as the geometric mean, which is what I have written over here. Arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. Now we are going to use this particular concept, that is arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean, in this particular case. That means the problem which is given to you, we are taking this one as a and this one as b, so that using the arithmetic mean is greater than or equal to geometric mean, in place of arithmetic mean we can write 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x whole divided by 2, as we have taken this one as a and this one as b, and a plus b whole divided by 2, and greater than or equal to, in the right hand side we have a multiplied by b and square root of this whole quantity. Now what we are using, in the left hand side we are left with this thing, and in the right hand side, as you see, the bases are same, so using the property from the laws of indices, we can write this whole quantity as 2 to the power sin x plus cos x square root of that. Now this is 2 which is in the denominator is taken to right hand side, so that it becomes 2 root over 2 to the power sin x plus cos x. So finally we are left with 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x is greater than or equal to 2 into 2 to the power, and the square root of this whole quantity can be written as 2 to the power sin x plus cos x whole power 1 by 2. And using another laws of indices, this 2 to the power sin x plus cos x whole power 1 by 2 can be written in this form, means 2 to the power 1 by 2 multiplied by sin x plus cos x. In the index or in the power of this 2 is written, and this 2 is written as 2 to the power 1. So as you are again finding that bases are same, so this 1 and 1 by 2 multiplied by sin x plus cos x are added over here. I hope till this point it is clear, and in the left hand side it remains as it is. Now we are going to do a small exercise. As you see over here, sin x plus cos x is picked up from here and it is written over here, and that is multiplied by root 2 outside the bracket and 1 by root 2 1 by root 2 inside the bracket, and finally this whole thing becomes sin x plus pi by 4. As you remember, the sin a plus b is equal to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. In place of this 1 by root 2 you can imagine sin cos 45, and in place of this 1 by root 2 you can imagine sin 45, that is pi by 4, so that it becomes sin a into cos b plus cos sin b into cos a, so that it becomes sin x plus pi by 4, and root 2 is multiplied as it is over here. Now in the class I have explained you that the value of sine function always lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So because of that, sine of x plus pi by 4 is taken between minus 1 and plus 1. And then root 2 is multiplied over here, so we have multiplied throughout this inequality by root 2, so that we are left with this sine x plus pi by 4 multiplied by root 2, and this side it is minus root 2 and plus root 2. Then what we have done is, as you are finding, this quantity is obtained for sin x plus cos x, and it is multiplied by this 1 by 2. So because of that, 1 by 2 is multiplied throughout in this particular inequality, so that it becomes minus root 2 becomes minus root 2 by 2, and this one is whole thing is divided by 2, and this thing is divided by 2. Finally this minus root 2 by 2 becomes minus 1 by root 2. I think you can understand this. In the middle it becomes root 2 by 2 will become 1 by root 2, and sin x plus pi by 4 remains as it is. And in the left hand side we are left with 1 divided by root 2, although this quantity we are not needed, but because it appears in the inequality, that is why I have written it. Now coming back again to this one, as you see, 2 to the power 1 plus 1 by 2 multiplied by sin x plus cos x, this 1 by 2 into sin x plus cos x, up till this point we have written over here. Now 1 is added because, as you see over here, this is 1 plus 1 by 2 multiplied by this. So as 1 is added over here, because of that we have added 1 to this particular quantity, and hence to this one and this one, so that this whole thing becomes 1 plus 1 by root 2 sin x plus pi by 4, and 1 is added with this minus 1 by root 2, and 1 is added to this 1 by root 2. Because of that it becomes this and this one. Although we are not concerned with this one, we have to focus only on this. And again you see, throughout we had 2 to the power this whole thing. So what we will do is, we will take the power base as 2 and power as this one and this one, so that this 2 to the power 1 plus 1 by root 2 sin bracket x plus pi by 4, this whole quantity is nothing but, it is, this one is less than or equal to 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x. What we are finding is this quantity is greater than or equal to this one. Alright, and this quantity, as we have proved over here, is greater than or equal to 2 to the power 1 minus 1 by root 2. So obviously this will be, we can replace this one by 2 to the power sin x plus 2 to the power cos x. See, if you have not understood, once again you try to understand. If you consider this as Lord Rama this as Lord Lakshmana and this as Lord Bharat, then you are finding in the previous result in this one, Lord Rama was the big brother of Lord Lakshmana. So Lord, here we are finding Lord Lakshmana is big brother of this one, and Lord Rama is big brother of this Lord Lakshmana. So what will happen? Lord Rama will be big brother of this 2 to the power 1 minus 1 by root 2. I hope you have understood this thing, which is the required result, and it is the proof. I hope you all have understood. Thank you.